I'm a bad man.
Hey, am I in focus? Do you mind? I know you're not getting paid for this,
Hey,
but
Dana,
am I in
focus?
focus? Yeah, you're fine. All right, bet. Say less.
It says more light required, but honestly, you're pretty well lit.
I appreciate it. I'm lit as
lit.
well. Let's go. All right, what's really good? It's your boy Dex. Welcome to the Perception is Key podcast. You already know what it is. I'm here with G Davis. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. Chilling. About to go on stage, have some fun.
Yeah. We here at the. Hey, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking, bro. We here at the Attic. Big comedian status. I feel you. How long you been doing comedy?
7 years now.
7 years? Goodness gracious, man. My daughter's 7 years old, bro. So that's a testament. That's a whole life form right there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. A lot more to go.
Yeah, a lot more to go. Yeah. Do you feel like I'll go briefly about how I met you and how we linked. Literally, I used to be like a regular at Beeline.
Yeah.
The bar, and I don't know, man. I felt like you gravitate to me. You probably do that to everybody. I would say in general, you being a bartender and also like with comedy, how does that kind of like mesh well together? Because I feel like it's something you need to have, at least a personality, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps with having a personality.
Yeah.
When you want to address somebody and talk to people, you want to really kind of tap into where they are too. So you got to have a good communication skills, basic.
Yeah.
But having humor with it changes it up. So being a comedian and a bartender, it's just like second nature to make somebody laugh, because that's what I do all the time.
Right.
So it actually goes hand in hand very well, because I'm talking to people constantly, and I'm able to. These people sometimes they'll ask you when you're done, like, "Yo, what do you do besides this?"
Yeah.
And I can't wait to be like.
Yeah, you can't wait to just drop it.
Like, I'm at the point where like I enjoy bartending because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great networking tool, so it's a perfect little duo to go together.
And I probably ran into you like 2 years ago. I didn't even know you did comedy till recently. It was crazy, just because of me just asking you to want to hop on the podcast just because of your personality. So that's dope. I like how reserved you are. It's something I'm trying to learn as well. So sometimes I try to feel like when I'm around people or I'm around certain people, like I try to prove myself to everybody. And I realize you don't really have to do that, man. People just want to be with you because of who you are. So
yeah, I mean, it's a healthy balance you got to keep, because you don't want to under promote yourself.
Yeah.
Because you won't be, you still got to let people know you still up and coming, but you don't want to over promote yourself to the point where it's distasteful.
Yeah, 100%.
So I try to stay like right in that middle of like letting people know what I do when I feel like it's necessary.
Right. You figure like you figured it out?
Yeah, I figure like I got the perfect recipe. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm not vocal enough.
Yeah.
Like somebody will get offended. Like I'll be talking to somebody and I'm regular, and then someone who knows me from a different side would be like, "Yo, G, when your next show?"
Yeah.
And the person I'm talking to be like, "Show?
Yeah.
What do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a comedian." They're like, "We've been talking for." Sometimes they get offended.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's like when you have a talent, it's gonna come to the top.
For sure.
Or not, you don't have to be the spokesperson for it.
Yeah.
If you do it well enough, other people will speak.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. That's a good point, man. I never really thought about it like that. I feel like I got a lot of talents myself, and like sometimes I just feel like I gotta just spit it all out as soon as I meet somebody. But I realized like lately, it's people really gravitate you. Your the way you navigate and way you talk to people usually is an indication that you have hidden talents besides what you're doing in the forefront. So 100%. Talking about comedy, man. Like, who are your favorite comedians? Like, a couple of the ones that kind of inspire you.
That's a tough question, because every comedian, it's not even a cliche, but anybody who gets on stage to try to go make people laugh as a job, you got my respect.
Right.
But a few people that stand out to me would be the ones that were able to like cross between going on stage and producing shows or starring in shows, like Dave Chappelle's at the top of my list for that.
Yeah.
I like how he was able to do his show and then do stand up and kill at both of them.
Right.
I like comedians like Eddie Murphy, who was able to play 7 characters in one movie.
That's crazy.
Like,
yeah.
That type of stuff kind of intrigues me, because like as a comedian, you see one side, go on stage, make them laugh. But to go and read all these scripts and do all these different voices and impersonations, that stuff really catches my attention. So it'll be Eddie Murphy next, and I'm gonna probably say Bernie Mac to close it out because of the raw delivery. Because rest in peace, Bernie. Because I mean, I feel like how you attack the crowd is necessary, because they're gonna do the same thing to you, whether you like it or not. They're watching you. So if you come at them like, "Yo, I ain't scared of you," they like that. They like the stage presence. They like confidence.
For sure.
Those are my 3 for sure.
I would say that Bernie Mac had a crazy delivery, like, and a unique one. It's like, how do you find people that can deliver like him?
You know what I mean?
It's not DiGiorno.
It's not, bro. It's a background you got. Like Bernie Mac was really seen some stuff. Been through some stuff, and that's why you're able to talk to a room full of people like that, because you've been talking to people like that your whole life.
Right.
Like you can't. People want to see you on stage as a comedian. You can't be somebody else.
Oh, that's 100%.
When you go up there and you really got those memories and those reactions, like people, they take that in.
Yeah.
For example, you like real food. You don't want nobody to feed you some food that looks good and like you want the real deal.
The real deal.
People deliver it.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Real
100%. Yeah, ain't no sheets 12 in the morning food.
No.
Over processed. So yeah, like one of my favorite comedians, I like Patrice O'Neal. The reason why is like I guess the reason for my podcast is literally is just to like bring people's mind out of a certain like persona. Like everybody has their own idea of what's going on and how to navigate things. And I like to bring a different perspective and like let people see a different like view. So I think Patrice O'Neal had a unique way of delivering like a lot of things and in a crazy way to also like, I guess, bring it to you in a way that you would agree with what he's saying, just based off of the way that he brought you a different perspective. Yeah. So that I mean, you obviously got to go Dave Chappelle. I mean, like his flexibility was crazy, but
he's got a spectrum.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then Richard Pryor, man, a lot of people don't talk about Richard Pryor, but man, he was different.
If there was a Mount Rushmore for comedy, he is the mountain. And they sitting on him.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
Sense. Yeah. All the people I name are sitting on him.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got a good question. What are your biggest pet peeves, like in general, and just randomly? I know you are around a lot of people being a bartender and a comedian, so like.
Oh, okay. I got a couple. I got a couple. Not tipping is a pet peeve.
Okay.
Like not tipping and being demanding is a pet peeve to me. Like if you're gonna run somebody around for something, at least compensate them for it.
Right.
Like you run them around, then at the end be like, oh, well, they ain't helped me. Like, man, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You can't go eat with me. I will not eat with you. And then this might be a stupid one, but
go ahead.
I can't stand when you get off the airplane and the plane just land and the people way in the back gotta get up.
Yeah, they gotta get up.
All the way up. Bro, what you think I want to sit up here in seat 9 and you from seat 32 go just past me? I ain't got place. That make me mad.
Yeah.
That's
everybody making their like ideas or their life bigger than yours, and I hate that.
We all got to the same place.
Yep.
I gotta connect the flight.
Yeah.
I gotta get. Well, we all gotta get off. Now you just wait. We all gonna pop out of. Oh yeah, that's my two.
One of mine is I would say when the person at Walmart actually see my receipt. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
nah.
I just keep walking, bro.
Niggas be stealing. They gotta do that. What?
I don't care, man.
You walk out with 6 plasmas and an Xbox?
I don't care. I'm walking out, bro.
No.
And my daughter was like, he's talking to you. I'd be like,
he ain't talking to me.
Nah, baby. Don't talk to strangers, mama. And keep going.
That's that black thinking. I paid for it. I ain't got to show no.
Yeah.
Stop being ghetto, man.
Hey, let me be me, man. I only get a couple opportunities to be ghetto.
This kid will never see you, bro. You got caught stealing one time. You got mad. You was like,
yeah, I definitely got caught stealing.
Nah, that's self-checkout, though.
Yeah, self-checkout, man. It's cheaper than the regular line.
I used to date a girl, man. She had money, but she still be at self-checkout. I be watching her, she's stealing. She white.
She the reason why they put the cameras up.
I'm telling you, she be getting a nice car, drive right off.
Yeah. Hey, man. That's how you get that nice car.
I know. You just over there getting $150 worth of groceries for $13.
Yeah, damn. I need to be with her, man. Where's she at? She still around?
Man, I don't know where she at. That girl's in the woods.
She don't need food stamps.
No. She.
All right, and then another pet peeve of mine is like chicks with dogs.
Why?
Well, if you single, you don't got a kid, and you got a dog. I feel like dogs are like the only animal that's gonna feed your ego in a way. And I can't compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you come home and that dog is at your feet, you know, I'm not going to do that.
You don't like the dogs all in the bed and stuff?
Yeah, that's gross, man. And I'm a germaphobe at the same time. It's crazy,
You don't like the dogs all in the bed? I can't. No, here's my thing. I can't stand. You got a little dog. It's cool. It can't be a little yappy, though.
Yeah,
I don't like them. But
the
big,
barky
licky dogs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You get on my, get off me. All this hair. Licking on my head. Man, get off me.
And if it's a male, you got the meat all in the... Yeah, come on, man. That's weird.
You might get this dog off of me, bro. And she always like you. Like, like somebody else, bro. No, that's my only thing. Just can't have them big old licky dogs, hairy dogs.
I hear you. Hair everywhere, man.
Everywhere,
you gotta have a lint roller on deck.
On deck, and then I gotta think about if I want to hang. Do I want to get my clothes lint?
Yeah. Well, I see you've been getting into your comedy space, man. Like, this is my first time following you on Instagram recently. Like I said, I've been conversing with you for a couple years now, but like actually following you on Instagram and seeing like what you've been doing, it like I said, it really surprised me, man. And I'm like, for one, even though I'm not that in that space to be proud of you, but I am proud of what you're doing because I see what you're doing. Consistency is shown, like that's kind of like where you're at. Your consistency is where, and your persistence is kind of like where I see you going. Do you ever feel scared to like share your wins with people just because of like, you know, scared like people won't appreciate it for the way you appreciate it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Cause you don't want to come off of like you're kind of gloating
Or arrogant.
and arrogant.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't because I don't like. There's some people that like to see your wins.
Yeah.
Like, it inspires them to keep on going.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and I got a lot of friends like that. Like even though I necessarily don't want to share an accomplishment or something, or maybe even a defeat or a loss.
Yeah.
Even though I don't want to do that sometimes, doesn't mean that like when I do, I'm not helping somebody else. So
100%.
I feel that. I don't want to come off as like look at me, but also sometimes you don't know who your talent is for. Like it could be somebody at home scared to take a step, and they see you just post the podcast. They're like, I forgot my boy Dex do a podcast. I could cut hair. I can go do something too.
Right.
Like what if I got on this podcast about cutting hair? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that type of stuff that I think about. I know a lot of people. I got a lot of good friends and family, and they message me and always keep me up to date. Like, oh yeah, bro, I'm proud of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Big Mo?
Hey, what's happening, man?
I'm proud of
Dex,
what you're
bro.
doing.
Nice to meet you, Mo.
And they do that type of stuff. That's my boy Mo Funny. That's my dude.
All right, that's what's up.
Columbus comedian. That's my guy.
Okay.
But yeah, some people come up to me and they be like, "Yo, you doing great things. Like you motivate me, da da da." And if I never posted the wins, they wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know.
If I never posted the losses, they wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
you gotta share your wins, man, because everybody came a long way.
Yeah.
Everybody came a long
Real
way.
still.
Everybody like remember the first time they bought that nail kit.
Yeah.
The first time they bought that camera or that,
Right.
that lens that finally got something in perspective or that new software to mix mute. Everybody remember when they elevated.
Yeah.
So you gotta share that.
No, 100%, man. I tell people this all the time. Like, it's like when you have a certain level, like you feel like you're not where you want to be, so you're looking at everybody above you. But there's a lot of people below you, you know what I'm saying, that are looking up to you. So, like you said, when you told me about the way you feel about sharing your wins, that's super important. I never really thought about it that. I just realized that like sometimes I get a win, and I'll be actually scared to like share it with people because I don't want them to feel like
You don't know who's gonna be cheering.
I'll be like, damn, who do I text on my phone because I want to tell somebody,
Yeah.
and I just keep it to myself.
Yeah, no, I can't
So
do
that's
that,
that's a tough cookie to swallow. You gotta think about it like that. But like the way it kind of inspired me to just send that text anyways.
Yeah, just go ahead. Let people know, man. You never know who in the corner. Like, bro, I was praying that you did that.
Yeah.
And you be like, hey, okay, well now we locked in together.
Now we locked in together.
Gotta
for
share
sure.
the wins, man. Gotta share the wins.
All right, and then I'm gonna close it out with this because this is something I talk about a lot on my podcast: relationships. As far as like, I know you just kind of talked about somebody in the past who could figure out that checkout line a little bit differently than most people. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for her. Go girl. Be careful out there though. And then, but pretty much like, how do you navigate relationships and like pursuing your career and the things that you want to accomplish, man? I know that's a difficult balance.
Well, first off, it's all about the mindset you have as far as like you got to be willing to communicate.
Yeah.
Because most people nowadays are at this age that I'm in want stability.
Yeah.
So yes, you can have a career where you're moving around and doing your thing, but you got to keep them in the loop. And that's one thing I didn't do a lot because I've never had to share my career with anyone.
Yeah.
So it's been something I did alone. So I would have my relationship over here and my career over here. But when you in a relationship with somebody now, you got to mix them so they kind of understand like, yo, babe, I'm about to go record this. I'll be back this day, this time.
Yeah.
Here's what's going on. But that type of stuff is how I navigate my relationships now. Because at a certain point, if you out the city for a week or two, like you can't just text your girl, talk to your girl every 2 days or every other day. No grown woman gonna want that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I can't fully like communicate and keep everything straightforward, then I wouldn't be in a relationship. But I'm at a point where now I'm just like, I know it's crack-a-lack, and I am, still figuring things out. But as far as having a career like this and dating, totally doable.
Yeah.
100% doable, and it's actually I recommend it because
keeps you balanced.
You it's hard to play around in the streets and play around in your career.
Yeah.
So if you got somebody that got you focused, that's one half of the whole puzzle shut down right there.
Yeah.
Now all you can do is focus on the job part.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing about it. Like once you get that balance, you cool. You find somebody that understands, support. Yeah. That's the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. They can't be too into like needing your attention all the time
for
because
sure.
you can't do that all the time.
You can't be what a needy person
So that's
is.
so that's one of my things. Like I can't do it all the time.
You
Like,
gotta have something going on for yourself.
Yes.
In order for this to work.
yes, and like especially with a creative person mind, our minds are always moving and grooving, and they have to. That's how we come up with new ideas and new things and stay sharp. But yeah, it's just basically communication helps out, plays a big role. Somebody that compliments you too. Like if I'm a comedian, I can't have somebody who's sad with me all the time.
For sure.
Because I got to be at a certain level of happiness. So somebody got to be happy with themselves during that time and let me feed into that and help it grow more. But I can't pour into a broken glass.
No, 100%.
And vice versa. But yeah, that's how I keep it, man. I stay to myself, do my thing, but that's it.
Well, dude, I really appreciate you, man, coming through, man, for the podcast,
You already know, man.
Yeah, we gotta do this again, man.
Yeah, I'll be back, man.
Yeah.
You pulled up to the show, caught me
Yeah.
impromptu, but it's cool.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Keep
Some
doing
good conversations, bro.
Yeah, man. We gotta pick up on it later, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'll get a real long, hour long
sure.
with some drinks.
Hey, I'll make them.
Say less.
I'll make 'em for
Say
you.
less. Say less. All right.
Good
we
talking
out.
with you, my boy.
Yes,